that time of year when the temperature's rising. Yeah. No telling what you'll find. Yeah. Just when them things outside. Yeah. But nigga, you know the word. Nutcrackers get it wavy.
Yes.
For the babies. Got it feeling like the 80s. Summer bringing out the ladies. Yeah.
Yes.
Something in the air. Just here but anywhere. Can't help but go there. That body's so
Grand Rising. This dropping October 15th, one day after my birthday. Sundress, let's go. Takes my breath away. In my mind and play Grand Rising. Yes. October 15th, Sundress dropping. Make sure y'all smash that like button, that heart button right now. If y'all rocking with your boy, let's go.
Must be the way it falls on your curve. Should be against the law the way you were. I just can't wait for when it comes that time of year. Ooh, not quite like winter fall. Vibes not the same. And every brother feels the same. Sundress takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. Really gonna say
Yes.
I see you with that sundress. Takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. Really gonna say
Smash that like button, smash that heart button if you feeling that. Smash that like button, smash that heart button if you feeling that. That's dropping October the 15th. Y'all are the first and the only people to hear that record. If you on with me this morning, you on frequency, stop playing with your boy. Yes, we breaking out the vocals. Y'all, listen, man, we can't be too tough out here. You feel me? We need some love songs. We need some stuff for the ladies and all that. You dig? Don't worry, I got you. It's only one in this comedic culture that's holding it down like this. I got you. Trust me. I told y'all. Once we get in there, it's over. Smash that like button. Smash that heart button. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're on YouTube right now. Today, we're going to be going in. We're going to be talking about Ausar Auset. I won't be before you long, but we're going to make sure we get this work today. You heard? So, yeah, before we get started, let's make sure that we get the frequency right and exact. If you got your Tibet singing bowls, break them out. So let's get our energy right. If you got your power bracelets on, you linked up with the family, let's get on one vibration. Let's go. Yes. Yes, let's go. This is our morning ritual. We charge our water. For those who don't know, we put water inside of our Tibet singing bowls. We charge it up at the frequency of 432 hertz. And then we take a drink before we go in. Yes. And then what we do is we shout out the first 9. There was 9 people already in here before y'all got in here. If y'all just now getting in here, make sure you smash the like and the heart button right now. Subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Make sure you share this right now to 10 of your groups right now. If you got groups that you in, share this live to 10 groups. Let's spread the knowledge. Let's go. It's the greatest form of love. Knowledge, spreading knowledge. Yes. So I want to shout out first 9. Mark Blake in the building. Mark Blake, I see you. Number 1 in the building. was my brother Mark Blake out of Jamaica. Put your nines up. Let me know where you're from. Link up with people in your area, family. This is what we about. That's what the Lighthouse is about. We are linking the like-minded. Tyler Inman out of Connecticut. Shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to everybody in Waterbury, Bridgeport, Northport, all of that. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in CT. Ascend 444. Peace, 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 and grand rising out of Rochester, New York. We got Body by Brazil. Body by Brazil. Body by Brazil is a longtime supporter, supporting the Lighthouse store. I see you in there, Body by Brazil. I see everybody who's in there. Peace to you. Jay Chill, the first, is also in the building. Got the nines up. I see you. Thank you for the energy. We also have Mazal 0806 in the building. One of the first nine on with the triple nines up, showing that energy. We got Rich Artist in the building. Cut the check, Rich Artist. You already know. Shout out to Rich Artist. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got two more to shout out. Next one to shout out is Andrea Burnett. Andrea Burnett. Shout out to Andrea Burnett. Peace to you. Grand rising to you. Grand rising to you. Last but not least, Toria Jolly made it to the building. Shout out to the first nine, the first ones on frequency. If you ain't make the cut, you got to try to make it early. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow. Try again. I might have to start giving out prizes to the first nine. You know what I'm saying? If you get 9 in a row or something like that, you know what I mean? I might have to start giving away some prizes. What y'all think of that? Give away some freebies for the first 9. Yeah. All right. So listen, man. Let's go in. Let's go in. We got to talk about Ausar and Auset, right? We got to talk about Ausar and Auset. You know, when you come into the Kemetic legacy, these are names you're going to hear a lot. And I think it's important that everybody understands their story, right? Ausar and Auset is a love story. It's a love story, one of the greatest love stories of all times. It's the first love story, right? And this love story is so amazing that it transcends into a spiritual sense, not just fable or folklore, right? It transposes into science, right? That's why it's so remarkable. So let's talk about Ausar and Auset. We're gonna do some reading today. We're gonna get this work, and I want y'all to read along with me, so that we can get the full aspect and we all on the same page, right? For context, Ausar was an early leader of Kush, right? And genius who developed the written word, agriculture, and theology. Armed with his knowledge, Ausar left Kush to spread his teachings along the Nile Valley and around the world. On his teaching travels, he met a beautiful Nubian woman, Major Key, named Auset, whom he married shortly after. Auset remained in her homeland while her husband continued in his travels as a teacher. Ausar gained fame and admiration and throughout Kemet as a unifier, a man of order and virtue, and an exemplary scholar. This fame provoked the envy and hatred of his brother, Set. Ooh. As Ausar traveled across Kemet, unifying the wild and scattered tribes into the world's first nation state, his brother followed behind him like a harsh wind in an attempt to undo his brother's accomplishments. Set stirred up animosity among those who had come under Asar's rule. Who is he that you should listen to Ausar? Set would proclaim, let each man do as he pleases. Going on, Set followed behind Ausar, caught up to him, and murdered him while he was sleeping. He dismembered Asar's body into 14 pieces and spread them across Kemet so that they could not be found. Wow. When Auset learned of the murder of her husband, she fled into hiding and then went searching for the missing parts of her husband's body. She found every piece except for Asar's penis. He had been cast into the Nile. It had been cast into the Nile and eaten by a crocodile. Damn. She cleaned each piece of her husband's body, anointed it with oil, and wrapped him in linens. She grieved over her beloved, not only because he was murdered, but because he hadn't consummated their marriage. Auset was still a virgin. Sound familiar? The spirit of Ausar heard her cries and visited her in the night. 9 months later, Auset gave birth to Heru. Heru, endowed with the spirit of his father, was given the mission of defeating his wicked uncle Set and restoring order to his father's kingdom on earth as the rightful heir, a unified Kemet. Heru grew up in hiding to prevent Set from discovering that Ausar had an anointed son, but all the while preached of his father's kingdom and preparing his disciples for the day of battle. Wow. The battle between the forces of Set in the north and against the forces of Heru in the south was apocalyptic. Last couple of paragraphs. Since the battle was over, instead of killing his uncle Set, Heru bound him in chains and cast him into an abyss. At the moment of his victory, Heru was transformed into a falcon and was called up into heaven to stand before his father and give testament. Ausar was well pleased, blessed him, and sent him back down to earth to rule as the legitimate pharaoh of a unified Kemet. Once Heru assumed his throne on earth, Ausar was also able to be at rest and assume his throne as the Lord of the underworld. To commemorate the victory of Heru, every temple and royal house carved a winged sun, the Heru Bedet, above his entrance. The Heru Bedet served as a reminder of the virtues of order and warning against the dangers of greed and jealousy. That is the story of Ausar Auset Heru. Make some noise. Make some noise. If y'all enjoyed that story, hit the like and the heart button and subscribe. We're getting ready to talk about it. I know we got to talk about it. Now, while I was reading this story, I probably didn't even get halfway through before you started to recognize some parallels between this story and the biblical story of Jesus. So when folks come to you and they say, oh yeah, Horus is not Jesus, read them this story. This story was written thousands of years before the inception of any Jesus, whether they were black or white. You can't run from it. You cannot run from this. So let's play with this for a second, right? There's a lot. There's a lot in here, but we're going to breeze through it. First and foremost, let's deal with Auset, the divine mother, right? This queen had so much love for her consort, right? We seeing so much in today's day and time, right? With men and women going against one another, back and forth, and the blurred lines of what a relationship is supposed to look like, right? This woman, even after death, her husband's death, after he was betrayed by his own brother, right? And dismembered and cut into 14 pieces, right? I know some of y'all been watching Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all been watching Dahmer, right? It don't get no more wicked than that. This brother was cut, right? Auset was cut into 14 pieces by his jealous brother, right? How many of y'all got jealous people just trailing you? Everything you try to build, they try to destroy. Just jealous. There's a lot of elements in this story. Now we're dealing with jealousy real quick, right? Shitty cuz, they just follow you around. They jealous. Everything that you do, try to tear it down, right? Right? So they celebrate you in private, right? That's what we're dealing with. Jealousy. That's what killed Ausar. Envy, jealousy. So that's been going on since the beginning of time, fellas. It's nothing new. Right? But let's delve into this. So Ausar is killed and dismembered, and his woman tries to find all 14 pieces and put them back together. She was able to find all of them, right? Except for his phallus, which was thrown into the Nile River and eaten by a crocodile. So now you'll find images of this story in ancient Kemet, where you see here they are burying Ausar. You can see Auset. You can tell it's her by what? The headdress, right? This is Ausar's burial. Above him, you'll see a vulture, right? That vulture or that winged creature represents the element of eternity, right? He's being sahufied. He's being sent into the afterlife, right? You can see other Neteru over to the right, other principles of nature, right? There for the actual procedure. And then on the flip side, you can also go over into Greece and you will find this. Their version of it with ISIS, you know, their little made up version of what we had already laid down thousands and thousands of years prior, in stone. They renamed or set ISIS and gave her the power, right? Renamed it, scratched it out, put somebody else's name on it, huh? That's how they did that. Look at that. Look at how they copied that, right? I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. Here's an image of ISIS, right? Of Auset, rather. And you see she's nursing Heru. Can you see that? She's nursing her young Heru, Ausar Auset, and the young Heru on her lap. Take a close look at that. Now I'm going to bring up an image of Isis. You see, when they want to serve you a lie, they give you the drawings, right? It's never set in stone like the way you see over here on the left on the walls. They always give you these different carvings and like drawings that don't even do it no justice. It's crazy. Like, how can we not say that this is a stolen story? Huh? The imagery and everything. You could even put the baby on the other side and maybe it would have looked like, you know what I'm saying? Well, all women breastfeed. I get it. But look at the imagery here, how you're sitting on the throne, right? And you got the baby the same exact way, the same exact way that they did it thousands of years prior. Come on, man. Stop playing with us. Kemet over everybody. Kemet versus everybody. Y'all taking these concepts and y'all stealing them. Stolen concepts. Even the love story you took. It's crazy. It's crazy. And realistically, they didn't know the whole story. So they just came in and they just scratched the names off. They didn't understand the actual principles. You know what I'm saying? They scratched the names off and they didn't understand what the story was. So I'll give you another example. Let's dig even further. So in the story, Ausar, right, loses his phallus, and she's desperately searching for the phallus, obviously because she wants to bear a child. She wants to have children. In order for her to have children, the spirit of the Ausar visits her. Does that not sound familiar to the story of Mary when the Holy Spirit visited her and then said she was going to have a child, and then 9 months later, all of a sudden, a baby pops out and it's God's baby? Stop playing with your boy. Stop playing with your boy. The Jehovah God would represent Ausar, right? And Ausar visiting Auset, Mary. And Auset was what? A virgin. A virgin. We have the same exact story. I smell plagiarism. Don't tell me that Jesus Christ is the Savior when we have somebody who was already here, who had already done that, but thousands of years before he got here. Don't do that. Don't do that. This story is still around.
To this day. To this day.
Still around. Still around. Right? So now, so infatuated, right? So let's keep going. When we look at this story, the phallus, the penis is missing. That's a problem. Right? God's penis is missing, right? So this is a story that they're giving you, right? So the spirit of Ausar visits her, and now we have Heru, right? Let's fast forward, right? Heru becomes the manifestation, literally, of Ausar Auset, right? The reset, right? Heru is the principle of the higher self, right? The greater you. That would be Heru, right? Your higher version of yourself is Heru. But when conquerors come in and they look at these stories as literal and they don't know what they're looking at, they just come in and they steal all the spoils. And one of the spoils that they stole, right, was what we use to represent Ausar's penis, the missing phallus, right? And do you know what that is in today's time? Do you know what that is? This is Ausar's penis, family. This is the phallus of Ausar. The obelisk that you see in the Vatican, right? These things were stolen out of ancient Egypt. These concepts. This one right here is right here in New York City, in the back of the Met. Some people don't even know that it's there. When they came into Egypt and stole these monuments, they didn't know that they were stealing a black god's penis. We know the importance of the phallus of a black man, okay? The power that is withheld within the phallus of the black man. Anytime you see an obelisk, right? That's what you're looking at. This is us at the Met, me and my son Judah, right? It was no secret that we understood divine masculine energy in ancient Kemet. We understood that the key to existence here, right? The key to existence here and being able to populate the planet and get rid of any type of foreign creatures or beings here, it lies in the phallus of the black man. The Pope and all these people who stole this stuff, they know this. They're giving you and serving you a white Jesus, while in public, while in private, they worship the black Madonna, the black Auset. You see, they give you the images that look like this. However, in private, they kneel before the black woman. You see? So what you're not realizing is the people that are being programmed, right? They don't know. If they go overseas, they will see stuff like this. They will see images of divine beings, right? But they're black. Only here in America, right? We falling for the okie doke. Only here in America because we're uneducated. We're not going and seeking the knowledge. So we're taking what they're giving us. Huh? Somebody said, yeah, and kissing the feet. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Not just kissing the feet. These guys have rituals of sucking phalluses and penises. Because they too now know what this was all about. You see, they've taken it and they perverted it. So the images that you'll see, right, in their works are like this. They just understand something about the penis of the black man, right, holds and yields power. Scientifically, it does that. Here's the one in the Met that they stole. Doesn't even belong in this climate. So you can see now some of the metal netta is starting to peel off. Because it's not in the climate that it was designed to be in. Because it's not in the climate it was designed to be in. Right? So looking at that, it's disheartening, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the legacy that they're tainting when they do that. This is why we have to be educated in it. This is why we bring people to the Obelisk, right? So they can see that there's a war going on. This is your ancestors' stuff. Do you understand? They stole it. This is like you bury your grandma or your granddaddy, and they go down there and they dig up your grandma's pearls and take your granddaddy's watch. And it's sitting right there in broad daylight for you to see. But boy, it was there. It looked like this. It looked like this in Alexandria, when it was in Alexandria. Look how it looked. Look how it looked then versus how it looks now. You see, they're destroying your legacy. Destroying your legacy. And this is why we do what we do. Because we know the original, we know where it comes from. We know who the OGs are, right? The originators of this story. Someone asked, how do you get this story? You can simply Google this story. There's no reason for anybody to have this not to have this information in 2022. Google it. I'm sure you've heard about Ausar Auset. Right? I mean, look, these obelisks are everywhere, all over the world, family. It's not just in one place. These obelisks are all over the world. The new museum, they're everywhere. But this is the OG. Why can't the black woman be represented as a goddess? Why can't universally the black woman, the first being on the planet, why y'all just can't leave the black woman alone, man? Let her have hers. Let her have hers. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Right? If we have proven just now that Auset is Mary, then we have also proven that Heru is Jesus. Welcome to the lighthouse. Welcome to the lighthouse. The difference is we knew that Heru, Ausar, and Auset were not real and they were spiritual concepts. Right? So when they try to give you the okie doke and they say, oh yeah, what do you mean? Well, then it must have been real if it was just taken after you guys. No, because ancient African people knew, right? This was one of those stories that you can't even find written down. Right? This is one of those stories that was said from generation to generation. Everybody already just knew. You know how when they say the term, things just go without saying? This was one of those stories. This was one of the things that everybody in Africa knew. Y'all gonna get this work today. Y'all gonna get this work. This story, everybody must know. You must know what the relationship was between Ausar and Auset. Right? And how Heru was created because of it. Understanding that, right? You'll understand the relationship between Set and Ausar. and why that relationship was actually important, why those things had to happen, right? You will also see the parallels between this and Christianity that nobody can run from, right? You just can't. The parallels are way too consistent. Way too consistent. So family, if this video did anything for you today and you are enjoying it and you learned something, smash the like and the heart button. I want you to share it to 10 groups right now. I want you to share it to 10 groups if you learned something new today. Okay? Learn your story. That's right, not his story. So family, we have some great things coming up. We have the Lighthouse store that's open. We have the product of the day. Now it's time to introduce the product of the day. We're going to be doing this every day. Every day. The product of the day found in the Lighthouse store is the head wrap hoodie. Yes. The head wrap hoodie. This hoodie comes in several different colors. Very nice for the ladies. Very nice for the ladies. It also has a tote bag design. Yes. So you can really flex. And here's what I need from you. Because of the platform that we're using, they allow us to post our own photos of people wearing the clothes. So instead of having some Edomites on my page, I would really like for you guys to purchase some of these items and take pictures and send it to me, right? You guys are going to be the models for the Lighthouse store. Yes. First come, first serve. So you take your pictures, you buy your product, take your pictures, send it to me, and we are going to put that as the photo, right? The model photos. Take a nice picture, you know, if you can. I'll drop the background. Don't worry about that. Just make sure it's lit up, and we'll get you on the website wearing the clothes. This marketplace is day by day, getting crazier and crazier with the products. It's crazy. We also have it in the Razorback tee. Many different colors in the Razorback tee. This seems to be a favorite amongst the ladies. They really like this design. So we're going to be doing a lot with that design. We have started a Lighthouse clothing brand. So all the clothing that we will be selling is going to be geared towards what we're doing, right? This one has the 999s on the back. These joints is official. So go in there and get them. We also have Lighthouse bracelets. Family, go in there and get your Lighthouse power bracelets if you haven't gotten your meditation bracelet yet already. Today, I'm wearing the King's one. These are the bangles for the men, the thick joints, right? We use these for meditation, right? When we're doing our Tibet singing bowls. So definitely copy one. Go in there. They're all in the store. The link. Let me get you the link. Hold on. The link in the feed right now, so you guys can click over there and take a look at it. We're uploading products, like I said, every single day. We also have the coin and crystal purses. Which is the top seller. So, and these coin and crystal purses, we have many of them. We have the new ones in stock now. We have the Ma'at ones back. We had sold out of the Ma'at ones, but we did get a bunch of them back in. So here's the Ma'at ones. This is going to be his favorite. We only have 2 of these right now, so you got to get them now, right? Because they sell out, and when they sell out, you know, we got to get them back in. So if you want to get same day shipping, anything that you order, if you order it today, is same day shipping. So if you order it by 4 o'clock, it'll be shipped out to you today. Okay. So that's the link right there, family. I just put it in the feed if you want to get involved with the Lighthouse store and in the marketplace. And if you want to sell products, I'm calling out right now. If you are a business owner and you want to sell products in the Lighthouse store, hit my line. Rich Artist said, "Yep, just purchase, same day shipping. You get your tracking number, all that same day, right?" So There it is. Yeah, if you are a business owner, or if you have a product and you think that it is great for the Lighthouse store and you would like to represent it in my store, definitely hit me up. Right, we have a lot of people who started businesses on a grassroots level from the Lighthouse who've gone on to do great things, and we have the viewership. So people come over here and they buy the products because they know that this is where they're going to find what it is that they're looking for. And we're not selling no okey doke stuff, only good products, things that we know that's going on. Make sure you like, share, subscribe right now if you haven't already. We have 60 people in the room, but I see 73 people that are liking, hearting, sharing, and subscribing. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. So yes, the Lighthouse store, we're looking to build a grand marketplace for people who deal with African spirituality, the Kemetic sciences. I'm looking to have books in there. If you have books that you're selling, whatever it is that you think that will edify the culture and that will help to build the legacy and cultivate the legacy, we want to provide that for the family. So definitely hit me up if you have something. Okay. With that being said, family, we're gonna vibe out. I'm gonna play that Sundress one more time. Y'all can vibe out to that. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Listen, for the greater of all, and for the harm of none, may you manifest every heart's desire. Ashe, 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 and peace. I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My nigga, you know the word. When I see you in the sunrise, it takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. When it comes in, you know that time of year when the temperature's rising. Yeah. No telling what you'll find. Yeah. Just random things outside. Yeah. My nigga, you know the word. Nutcrackers get it wavy. Bubble houses for the babies. Got it feeling like the 80s. Summer bringing out the ladies, yeah. Must be something in the air. It's here anywhere. Can't help but go there. That body's so unfair. Quite like winter fall. The vibe is not the same. Risk it all. Every brother knows you get sundress. Takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. Really gonna feel. My nigga, you know the word. Must be the way it falls on your curve. Should be against the law the way you were. I just can't wait for when it comes that time of year. Ooh, not quite like winter fall. Vibes not the same. Risk it all. And every brother feels the same. Sundress takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. Really gonna say, I see you in that sundress. Takes my breath away. I undress. In my mind, I'm playing honest. Really gonna say, my nigga,